Welcome. Welcome back to yet another video. Today we are going to discuss about IT companies, their organization structure and hierarchy, including the different bands and the levels which are present in the organization along with their roles and responsibilities. So if you are new to the IT world, or if you are looking at the videos or searching, right, where what would be the team structure or like band levels, what you will be assigned when you are joining an organization. This video is for those people and also for the experienced people if they are switching from one organization to other organization, what is the band they should be looking out for and what is their career path. So we'll discuss all this about in this particular video. So as I already mentioned, we will be discussing about what is the employee strength like according to the IT size company, big IT giants, like what is their employee strength, what are the different size of companies and which companies are there, what is organization structure when it comes to IT company, and what are the various different levels or the bands which are there along with their roles and responsibility. Also, we'll give you a roadmap to for your career path in the IT companies. How should you look forward? So without wasting, we'll start. Uh, First, we'd like to discuss on the size of the IT companies because it matters what kind of company it is, whether it's a small company, whether it is an IT MNC, or it's a mid-level organization, or it's a very giant company, right? So that depends on the number of employees and also the workforce they are working on. Also, many companies are tagged like great place to work for, like or some certifications organizations which have which considers them like as a good place to work in, right? So that depends on multiple factors, what kind of projects they are working, what kind of employee culture they have, or the company culture they have. That totally depend on that part. But if you look at it like with the starting as with the smallest organizations which are less than 50 employees, that those are small companies which operate. Then comes 100, less than 100, then comes less than 500, and there are companies in 500 to 100 1k, right, employees, which are it's a kind of little bit start of the mid-level organization. Then there are 1 to 5k, right? 5k to 10k. These are the mid levels, and then there are companies who has got 10k to 50k or 50k to 100k, and then over above 100k, right? So these are all giant companies with major workforce, right? So I just listed out companies with the workforce which has got more than 100k because there will be a lot of companies. If you go to LinkedIn or any other company profiles, like if you open any of these particular companies, you'll get the workforce idea, because in that particular LinkedIn, if you open any of the company, right, you'll get to know the count of employees which the organization has, right? So I hope you got what kind of employee strength and which kind of companies are there and what kind of companies operating. Now, coming to the organization structure, this typically consists of different levels of bands, and their roles and responsibilities are different. And in different IT companies, it may varies a lot. Okay, depend on because there are light size giant IT companies, there are small size IT companies who are focused in very narrow area, right? So it depends on the company and the locations as well, right? And it will actually corresponds to your experience level, skills, responsibilities, and also it will give you the clear road path where you have to go, right? So based on your current experience level, or based on the tech stack or whatever you have been working on, or with education, right, where you have landed and where you have grown up, that will definitely matter on your own part. But yeah, these are the structures which will have in the IT, basic IT companies or common IT companies. At the very top level, we'll go from the top to the bottom. We'll go to the very top level management levels, which is are the highest. Okay, So this is often all C level executives. So these are called C-suite executives. Their roles and responsibilities are like, defining the company vision, strategies, operating at the higher level, overseeing all the, overall success of the company, right? This includes like co-founder, managing director, CTO, CEO, right? So we'll discuss, but at the very top level, these are the people who run the companies basically. Uh, so these are all, leadership roles. Like CEO, if you see, these are all, overall company strategy, vision, and the performance is overall taken care by him. In many cases, or in many organizations, CEO itself is a co-founder, or the founding member of the particular organization. But it depends like how organization, big organization, or how it has been running since long, right? Because these people, the organization grows up, right? So there are it operates in, let's say, if it is 100-year-old company, right? So the founder may not be existing right now, but their family or the person who is running around is a current CEO, right? CTO, basically this is the a position held by the technical guy, who actually involves in the strategy and the innovation. Now there is a COO, which is an operating officer, which manages the day-to-day operation of the company, right? There are financial operators, which are officers, which includes their sees the financial strategy, investing, and budgeting of this particular company. In some cases, it may exist or not exist, but these two, CIO and then CMO, but majorly, like, you will not find all this particular position. There might be a mix and match of this particular, or some may not exist even, right? So that depends on the company. So so CIO basically manages the IT infrastructure, the networks, and the internal technology solution related things. The marketing officer, you definitely, their branding strategies, and then, marketing of the company, it is taken care of that. So this is the top level. Then the next level, which is band two, I would say, or this is considered as a senior management level department basically, and it functions over there. And it basically it ensures that, the overall strategy of this, of the particular company is implemented very effectively. Typically, the executive team that is one level below, right? They will directly report to these guys, and like, you have senior management peoples like vice president, directors, etc. over here. So there are like, VP, directors, or assistant VP as well. So this VP is actually which will, work in the functional areas such as engineering, product, and sales. Like, there are various departments and the I would say sections in the IT, where you'll have various VPs, assistant VPs as well. Well, they will operate in the functional areas. Now there are some directors as well, which will be they will be heading sub departments, like, or they will be, a very large group of team. They will be handling like the functional team. So this director will be reporting to the VP, okay, and in charge of that particular executing strategy actually. So within the team, right? The team will report him, and then they will report to the VPs, right? So there might be director of engineering, director of IT engineering, director of product development, based on their different, I would say, way out where the product development. So some companies has got services, some companies got, product. So based on their company, how it operates and what kind of product it has, there will be different directors. Now then comes the tactical level, that is middle level, which is called band three. So these are all operational teams which will, align the company's, I would say, broader objective basically, and their tasks are like, executed very efficiently. And these are called middle level. So one level above was senior level management, and this is the middle level. So basically, you'll have some managers like engineering manager, technical project managers, product managers, sales managers. You have marketing managers, HR managers, Some in some cases, the Scrum Master will fall either in the band 3 or band 4. Uh, Depends on the level what he's been taken up or the roles and responsibilities how the IT organization does. But yeah, so engineering management you already know, like he manages the team of engineers, he sees the product overall, project status, success, and then he does the budgeting, and then overall success of the particular project depends on him, and then he closely monitor that, right? Product manager basically is responsible for guiding the development of some product which company is working on, like from concept to launch. He ensures like it meets the market requirements and the needs. Sales actually this like they will lead for a team of salespeople who manages their sales target, ensuring their company's revenues and goals are achieved, right? Marketing basically will some run some marketing campaign strategy to and the team efforts to manage those, right? So at the company's marketing level. Now HR manager basically they'll take care of the recruitment, onboarding, employing the workforce, right? Employee relationship, their day-to-day operations, and then development within the company, right? Now, as a business Scrum Master, this might belong to basically he will manage some Scrum team, which will help the he will work with the agile methodologies, and then he'll do the sprint planning and then retrospective reviews, etc. But it depends on the organization. As I mentioned, it can be in the band 3 or band 4, depends. After band 3, like this comes the senior contributors, or like there are some specialized teams actually. So these are pure technical high level professionals who are specialized in some areas in the companies of like engineering, design, security, AI, ML, marketing, etc. Right? So at the broader level, how this particular company operates in this different areas, they will have their specialized teams. Uh, they are very technically expertise in those, and these people are well paid actually. Also, they are not into any managerial activities, but they definitely contribute strategically to that particular management team, so that their level of success is actually contributed and also pass on to the high level. So these individual contributors, or I will say senior contributors, would include senior software engineers, developers, right? These are all people with advanced skills, experience, high experience. Like they have come from junior level, intern level to this particular level, and they are responsible for generally guiding, mentoring, and developing a complex code architecture and the design solution. There are data scientists who works on complex data model analysis and machine learning. There are senior UI or UX designer who look into the design and the overall aspect of the product front face. There are system admin who manages the critical systems and ensure that it is running smooth the IT operations. Now, there are product designers who are senior who work on the product overall design aspect, function of their interface, and the experience. Okay. Now, senior level quality assurance. These are basically the quality or testing team who will ensure that these strategies of this particular software and also the software quality is high, right? Also, they does the defect management. Also, they ensure that there are no defects in the team, the product or the service what we are giving, right? Now there are team leads or senior team level leads who work with a small group of team engineers or the team so that they can work on certain features and then enable the client to deliver them, and they are directly report to the managers. Business analysts, this particular people who closely work with the analyst team or the client team to get the requirement clarification, and they understand the product requirement, and also they see at the I mean they're part of the integrated business analysis, right? So within the project, they play an important role. Now, entry level, basically, you can also call this as junior, the operational level. So these employees are responsible for executing the day-to-day operations of that particular task, or assisting the senior level people. Like they will be in control of this particular team, and they require these people will definitely require some guidance, like wherever they are stuck, or like in the day-to-day operation. So basically, junior level, entry level roles, so like junior engineer, software engineer, or QA engineer, system engineer, product engineer, junior product manager, basically. There are some custom support representative, or marketing assistant, right? Depend on it. And now then, these are the band five, basically. Now then comes band six, which is at the if you look at the overall big IT designs, like they hire interns, graduates, right? So they are the entry level development. So they train them. These are the interns who are freshly hired in the from their IT colleges, right? So who are still in the learning phase. They are trained up. I mean, this typically the roles of this particular are for new graduates who will learn new things, and then they will be assigned to the projects, right? So interns and training. So this will include like software engineering training, associate engineering training. It depends on the company. Marketing intern, data intern, right? So depend on the area where they are working. Now, as what we have discussed in general, common IT hierarchy structure, right? So at the high level, band one, we already discussed executive leadership. Band two, we already discussed like senior management. Band three, like middle management. Band four, it is senior contributor. Then it comes the junior staff, and then comes the internal and trainee, right? So there are apart from this, there might be different or other levels as well. Like there are some contractual level people as well, like how the organization work, but they are not included because they are not core part of the core IT structure. But many other people already exist, and like they work, right? But there are consultancy involved, there are vendor management and other stuff which IT companies deal with, but those are totally separate entities and people who work as a workforce, right? Now, why this particular band matter in this particular IT companies? Because it gives you a sense of clarity of what role you are in, what is the expectation from you in the IT company, and like how your career grows based on that band, right? So different now in one company the band may be different, the same band level in another company will be different. So there might be a difference in the organization and their culture and their organization structure. Now, this band will allow you to, choose your particular career path, to, clearly see like, where you can progress and where you have to go in the organization, and, where you have to gain experience, skills, and leadership roles. Now, performance evaluation, basically promotions are tied up to these particular employees based on their, what band they are in, how much experience they are, how much contribution are they are doing, what kind of leadership or technical expertise they have. And the compensation structure will depend a lot on the band structure and the salary level, the benefits. A lot of benefits are tagged to this particular band level. The higher the band, the more earning they get it. But although it doesn't depend, it's not across the organization or the IT, but yeah, normally it increases at the way go to the higher level band, right? Now, as I already mentioned, this specific band structure and the roles are across different organizations. Now, in some cases it might be engineers, some cases it might be junior engineers, or SD1, SD2, SD3. Depends on the structure. But in general, this is what we have added up, and then come across in general or the common structure and the band level details. I hope like this video was helpful to for those people who are not yet into the IT, and or the people who are already in the IT and wanted to understand what kind of band level are there at the different organization IT levels. So this video was helpful. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, and also share it with the needy people.